In a previous lesson, we learned how to graph lines such as the ones shown here. Notice that these equations include both an x variable and a y variable. In this lesson, we will examine the lines that correspond to equations that have only one variable. So we will examine equations in the form x equals k and equations in the form y equals k, where k is some constant. Let's begin with equations in the form x equals k by examining the line that corresponds to the equation x equals 3. So first we'll find some points that satisfy this equation. Now the equation tells us that x must equal 3. So there's really only one way to satisfy this equation. X must equal 3. But what about the y value? Well, since the equation does not place any restriction on the value of y can be any value. So for example, y could equal 3. We now have one solution to our equation, x equals 3 and y equals 1. Another solution is x equals 3 and y equals 5. And here are two more solutions. From here, we can convert these solutions into individual points so we can add them to the xy coordinate plane. When we connect these points, we get a line, and this line is the graph of the equation x equals 3. So the graph of x equals 3 is a vertical line such that all points on the line have 3 as their x coordinate. Okay, now let's examine equations in the form y equals k. We'll do this by graphing the equation y equals -4. So what are some possible solutions here? Well, the equation tells us that y must equal -4, but places no restriction on the value of x. So one solution could be x equals 3 and y equals -4. Another solution is x equals 0 and y equals -4. And here are two more solutions. From here, we will convert the solutions to individual points so we can add them to our xy plane. When we connect these points, we get a line, and this line is the graph of the equation y equals -4. So the graph of the equation y equals -4 is a horizontal line such that all points on the line have -4 as their y coordinate. Okay, now let's summarize these results. The graph of the line x equals k will be a vertical line where all of the points have x coordinates equal to k. And the graph of the line y equals k will be a horizontal line where all of the points have y coordinates equal to k.